Okay, welcome aboard everyone. I'm pretty sure I've got this all set up correctly. Alright. Time to get started. Thank you once more for joining us, for those of you who are. Frank should be joining me in a minute. Just double check my settings. Y'all can hear me, I presume. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, Frank.
How you doing?
Yep, I'm doing good, just getting started.
Huh?
I'm trying new settings where I'm separating out the Discord from the audio so I can turn things off and on. Seems to be working. Anyway, let's get into it.
Okay.
Helps if my controller is on. There we go. Alright, so yes, when last we left the crew, we had just gotten our next set of jobs.
Excellent.
Which is the Geomancer. And I forgot something, or I remember how I said you only need a black mage job? God damn it. Really? Fine, be that way.
Yeah, I remember Zoo in particular being a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Ooh, Gust. That's pretty good. I forget if he has any...
Yes, but...
Yeah. So, I was mistaken. There is, in fact, a few white magic spells that do actually work with Spellblade.
Oh,
namely
nice.
things like Silence.
Ah, okay.
I don't think Confuse does anything. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I don't think it does, because it would be like one of these levels. Let me just make sure.
Did they have the level of the spell before, or...?
Yeah. The way it works here is the abilities you gain. See how it has Spellblade level 6?
Okay. Yep.
As you level up in the job, that's what you get. So, like, if you only have one level in Black Mage, you can only use the level 1 Black Magic abilities, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, so there we have Check, or Scan, which is just a complete upgrade over Check. I don't know why they give you both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have to make sure... Okay, everybody's... What level's everybody at? 15. Okay, somebody's got to stay at 15. And everybody else has to not be at 15, because one of the things we can get soon is... Actually, I'm going to keep Ferris at level 15. Because one of the blue magic spells you can get in the Ancient Library is level 5 Death. And that's where we're heading now.
Okay.
That's... Yeah, we got to go through the desert, so it's a bit of a trek.
See, that's an ability that I wouldn't have bothered with.
Well, there's a handful of bosses that are level 5 or divisible by level 5. Yeah. Okay, do I have any blue magic that can get myself with?
Let's see, the air conditioning isn't too obvious, right?
I don't hear it coming from you at all.
Good. Good.
Alright, just take a nap, Ferris, for a bit. It shouldn't take us too long to find the enemy we need. And I know, like, I usually have a habit of, like... I like to keep everybody around the same level. And it pains me to... Like, there's one boss that I almost never am able to finish without someone going down. So
I always wish that they would just keep everyone at the same level.
Yeah, a lot of games do. Yeah, Earthquake. That's perfect for this. Oh, Bart's is blind. I should do something about that.
Like Dragon Age Origins has kind of a weirdly complicated background mechanic that more or less basically means that everyone's the same level. Like it's something like if your character is ahead of the curve, you go back to camp, everyone else will just catch up below you.
Yeah, I remember that.
And to my mind, it's just like,
oh shit!
What?
That was my old completed save. Oh well. It's not that long a game. I can get it back. But anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, and it's kind of like we can't grind in Dragon Age.
Yeah, there's a finite amount. Okay, I don't need this guy.
So why not just keep everyone at the same level of experience? Yeah, it feels very arbitrary.
Yeah, in a game like this where there are abilities that will target, like there's level 5 Death, level 4 Graviga, and level 3 Flare. There it does make more sense to be able to differentiate the levels. Because otherwise it's like, okay, if everybody's at the same level, then everybody's going down to the spell.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I always like, mechanical depth, especially, like, what I love in Original Sin 2 is, the elemental nonsense that can go on, during a battle.
Yeah.
And, the other, like, little things, little rules. What I don't particularly like is when the abilities start to have, like, a meta purpose. Like,
what do you mean?
Well, like your level 5 spell, like, if you think about from just a world, building perspective, no one in universe is going to call creature level 5. That's purely a mechanical thing. Like, it doesn't. It stops being about the magic in the world and it starts being about the code. I guess is my point.
No, I kind of get that. Where is this thing? Dorn Chimera. It might actually be in the desert up there. I might have missed it. Yeah, because there's an enemy that gives you Aqua Breath. Just says it's in the library area. I think it might actually be in here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Okay.
Like, Eddie was telling me about one D&D class that's basically all about a creature's challenge rating. Which is sort of level, but it's a bit more complicated than that. And it's not always the best indicator of how difficult a creature is.
Yeah. Okay, so now I guess I gotta win this fight. I forget how... Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, this one's strong. Oh, damn it. Not him. Oh, this might go badly.
Magical
this is going very badly. What?
Magical question of when's your last save?
Just a few minutes ago, I just overwrote my level 1 save, remember?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so I effed that up. Okay, this guy is killable. I just gotta remember how. I forget what he's weak to. Little trial and error, never hurt anybody. Alright, I might let Ferris up for this one. save here. I'm a little sore about that still. Okay, good.
Remind me when Yahtzee LP'd one of his games, Poacher, and he had a save lined up to show you the like ultimate secret ending, but he immediately overrode it.
Oh.
And the way the save mechanic works in that game is you basically have to fall down one of 3 holes, like just platform it.
Oh.
So it can be very easy to slip into the wrong one. Famously so.
Yeah. Okay, you gotta stop immediately critting me, please. Okay, Thundara, maybe? Here, I'll flash him. Damn it. Okay.
I forget, why are we fighting this guy?
Because he knows Aqua Breath.
Okay.
That's a really good attack. Oh, this keeps up, I might just end up waiting until... Damn it. Till after the library.
I think I remember Aqua Lung being in 7.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, this might be a little too rich for my blood. I think we gotta come back up this way anyway. Still might be able to get it. There we go, okay.
Sandstorm is the name of that one music sample that I like, but I always forget the name of.
Yeah. Darude Sandstorm, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff.
I can get... No, damn it. Almost did it. Alright. Alright, we're coming back for that, because we don't really need it in this dungeon anyway.
Can you run?
You have to win the battle, and I'm trying not to run. Specifically... Okay. I'm trying not to run specifically because I'm going to want the Brave Blade later, which gets less powerful if you run away from battles. Although in the Pixel Remaster, they did modify it. So, like in the original, it was like a permanent debuff. But
so this game, this version, it resets.
Yeah, I think the longer you go without running, it actually does reset and like get back to its usual power. Just checking something.
There's one thing I do appreciate about the Fate system, for tabletop. You're not really thinking about the inner mechanics all that often.
Yeah.
Everything's very narrative and world driven.
Yeah, and like refresh is a useful measure, but it's not like it's kind of like it's a good recommendation, but it's not really going to determine who wins the fight necessarily. Because you could have a lot of refresh in stuff that is just not useful for fighting.
Well, in playing around with the D percentage system that I've mocked up, and it's based off of a few things, I found that I do technically have a level thing, but everyone's kind of in the same ballpark. Like, it's never impossible to hit anyone. And there are times where I got nearly screwed by an enemy that I should have overpowered, but just didn't.
Which game's that?
So this is the D percentage cocktail I've been working on.
Okay.
And I'm using bestiaries from another D100 game that I found, and a monster conversion that that converts a monster from 5e to what I'm doing. And yeah, everyone's, more or less the way I've been doing it. Everyone's been kind of, again, in the same ballpark.
Okay. For the sake of quickness, I am going to boost experience points for a minute, just to get everybody else to level 16.
Is everyone level 5?
Everyone's level 15 right now, so yes. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, this shouldn't take long then, with the 4 times boost. But, yeah, I'm sorry, continue about what were you saying?
Yeah, basically I cooked up this system that more or less, it keeps it simple, but, has plenty of depth. And the effect is, you're more or less with creatures who aren't really assigned a number, more just a recommendation of, maybe don't have 5 dragons at this guy.
Yeah.
And I try to stream with the other, a couple
Alright, cool.
weeks
That
ago.
didn't take very long.
And yeah, if anyone viewing this saw this, I do apologize for the sound. It will be rectified next time.
What sound? What are you talking about?
So when I streamed that tabletop thing, a few weeks ago, I had some background music. I tried turning it down so it wouldn't drown myself out, but I thought it was fine.
Oh.
It wasn't. So it's something I need to adjust again.
Yeah, it can be tricky. I keep forgetting to save. Oh. So up here they're using Ifrit to burn the books that are possessed. So I think we got a Blue Mage's Journey. Okay,
the way I have it, it's you level up basically every 15 skills that you've leveled.
Yeah.
You have a list of skills, and every 15 you can put 3 more attribute points, on a scale 1 to 50, for each of the 6. And yeah, the level's there, but again, it doesn't. You're not invincible because a monster is less powerful than you. Like it's very.
Well, there we go. Level 5 death, just as planned.
Yeah. It could be very risky. But yeah, I put in some measures. I have sort of a fate point thing just in case something goes completely wrong. Oh, perfect. At the one we were.
Yep. Alright, everybody's back up.
Ferris gives a little thumbs up.
Yeah. Got it. Alright, so we got that. I think there's the next one that we can learn. I think it's from the boss here.
Okay, so can we have Ferris level up again?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, she was only just dead to avoid the level up. Alright. So now, into the library.
And overall, it's been the game has been an exercise of like, how can we do upgrades without really touching the damage, scale all that much?
So now, into the library. Okay.
I just heard your voice.
Yeah, I was just double checking to make sure that the
okay.
That the stream was still on. Yeah, this one is a puzzle because everything moves, as you can see.
Yeah.
So we have to figure out a way up over everything. I mean, mostly it moves when you just go up to it.
Yep. You might have the
I have gotten lost in here before.
So I think I find this kind of dungeon more fun than like say in Phantasy Star 2. I feel like there's just more going on here.
Yeah, it feels like a place.
Yep.
Oh, preemptive strike. All right.
And I think what some people don't understand is like, yes, things were pretty abstract in the old days. But it is more fun when it's representative enough of a place that you can have puzzles and, background storytelling around it.
Yeah, that it makes it more engaging.
Like I've been going through a lot of map packs for Doom 2, and often my favorites are the ones that actually try a bit harder than the old days to really represent a place.
Yeah, I get that, and I kind of like some of the Zelda game, like the Winter Mansion kind of thing from Twilight Princess. That feels like it's got an interesting story to it.
Yeah. And I do kind of like the dungeons in Breath of the Wild where it feels like, okay, this is a big machine that just needs to get running properly again. There's a sense and logic to it.
Yeah. Huh. So the first time I cast the Ignis Fatuus on this guy, it did like 80 damage. Now this guy has a blue magic, but I think it's like one of the ones... Oh.
That one?
That's not the one I was thinking of, but that is one.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but that did is...
its own Doom.
Yeah, that just puts everybody on Berserk. Which is not great for either of us, really.
Well, I think it was worse for that.
Yeah, oh, definitely worse for him. Okay, what is... Let's see.
So you have these powerful sword fighters, and your plan was to piss them off.
Yeah, it's like... You just made me mad. Yeah. It's not wise.
Yeah.
Bookshelf.
Do not meddle in the affairs of murder hobos.
Right? Oh, that slows me down, I guess.
Well, like playing Ion Fury is a reminder of how much of an upgrade the build engine, which is Duke Nukem's engine, was from the old Doom engine. Of just how many things, it can represent, and the crawling through vents. Like Ion Fury is great for having a lot of like little alternate routes into a given fighting arena. Like going to vents, you have like this homing hand grenade that you can chuck out there. It's like it's not a stealth game, but you can still employ a lot of guerrilla tactics.
Might actually switch. Let's see.
It's kind of like
two things. Mastered this.
Like two of the little things that you can't do in the Doom engine without a lot of like bending over backwards. One, of course, is sector over sector. You can't have a platform. Right. Though I have seen overpass bridges, but I'm still trying to figure out how exactly they did that, because it'll be easier to show you than to describe, but they do something specific with the floor to make that possible. Two, and I've yet to see anyone make a workaround with this. You can't have an on and off switch in one place.
Huh.
If you want to turn something off and on, you have to have an on button and a separate off button.
Sorry, say that again. I've been doing this.
Okay, so
I'm getting sorry.
So the switches can only ever do one thing.
Right.
So if you want the effect of an on and off switch, the best you could really do is have two separate switches very close to each other.
Okay.
You can't have one switch.
Oh, I got you. You can have one switch that just does both things.
Right. Where you can in the build engine.
Okay.
And other little things like you can have angled walls, but you can't have like proper ramps. I've seen some good I see some good decorating that really like hides how a slope on a hill is really just a set of stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see some good decoration, but the fact of the matter is, it's still a stairway at the end of the day.
Yeah, especially a lot of early games when they were figuring out 3D.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that, where it was just like, what are we doing here, and why? How do we get this to work the way we want it to?
Yep. Before I stand in the id offices, a lot of new projects, start with John Carmack calling everyone in and showing the neat thing he can do now.
I generally can't remember how you're supposed to get through this. Actually, no, I think I remember now. I think maybe I have to just go up to the other thing. See you in a second.
See, are there any settings to have like the more classic effects and stuff like that?
No, unfortunately. Well, it's better than it was, because it used to be that just... okay, this was the answer to the thing, I think. It used to be that it was just kind of like... all of the 6 games used the same effects, but I think they have changed it. Oh, here's Ifrit. Okay. Okay. Not strictly speaking necessary. But, okay, that's gonna hurt. Alright, I think you are on potions chucking duty. Everybody else, Blizzara up.
I forget, do you use Shiva on him for the dialogue, or the other way around?
I think it's just if you have Shiva. Oh, what are you missing for? Uh-oh.
Job work.
Okay. We're not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Oh, why are we missing all of a sudden? He's not supposed to have, like, super high evasion. What the hell? Okay, this is kind of ridiculous. Okay, what the hell? Because he's not supposed to have, like... Am I just underleveled? Oh, okay, good. Auto saves. Also, I did kind of enter this thing with people like without full health anyway. So let's try this. Oh, Ward is also in the back row, so he was not doing as much damage as he could have. Although I have seen, yeah. One guy I was watching play this was like, oh, I keep getting to the library at level 20. So maybe I am a little under-leveled here. Let's see, anything I can use? I think I also have some rods I can smash if necessary. But in the meantime... Uh-oh. Forget about how many hit points he actually has. Probably a thing I should know. Yeah. Yes, keep hitting the person in the back row. Oh, stop missing. Not helpful when you miss. Uh-oh. Alright, come on, guys. You can pull this out. Alright, cool. Yeah, maybe you do have to use Shiva. Yeah, we're not using it.
Yeah, just chill in the back pocket. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, in Brave Default 1, I ended up not using summons all that much. Mainly because it was the least MP efficient way of doing anything.
I don't think there are summons in Bravely Default 2.
That surprises me.
I can't remember. Yeah, I don't remember ever using them. Okay.
Because they were kind of an odd design in 1, where a lot of them are like this. How to describe that? Very mechanical, very almost like dystopian art inspired. It's weird.
Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know what the problem is. You'll see in a second. The problem bookshelf. You'll see in a minute. Yeah, now I remember what the thing with the bookshelf is. A freak tells it to sit down and shut up. Okay,
was it kind of necessary, or was necessary?
Yeah, for this part anyway. I think, maybe, yeah. Let's see, because this ends up... Oh, a ninja suit.
Yeah,
okay,
like you
would Mystic Knight.
Like you would use in, a library, of course.
You know, you want to stay quiet in the library.
Yeah. And here you come in. Thank you, sir.
Alright, so Bort just mastered Blue Mage. So... Let's see. Galoof is almost there. Ferris... You know, I will keep this for the moment. But I will change some abilities. Yeah, learn... and learn. Because the boss has a really useful blue magic spell.
It was funny. I was watching a friend play through Kingdom Hearts for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting to go back to it. Yeah, let's see. She's been playing the shit out of them.
Huh.
They've been playing the shit out of them. Watch the ending of 2 again, and I forgot just how kind of all over the place the story is.
Yeah. I saw the meme I saw recently was like people who are playing Kingdom Hearts 3 without having played most of the game. Since screenshot of Sora going, "What is going on?" Then people who have played all the Kingdom Hearts games playing Kingdom Hearts 3. And it is a picture of Roxas going, "What is going on?" Which, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna save some of my MP. Yeah, this guy has another blue magic spell, but you need to control him for it.
Like, Yahtzee Crowshot did a thing where he was just reading Sora's biography, and the mistake he made was starting from the prequels.
Huh.
Which...
Yeah. Yeah.
Which kind of made the first game even weirder.
Yeah, I could see that. Did your air conditioner just turn on or something?
No, it's been on.
Huh. 'Cause I just heard something from you, like a hissing sound.
I don't know.
Weird.
Maybe it was the angle of the laptop.
Maybe. Alright. Let's see. Anything... Ooh. Yeah, this is like the one dungeon where Geomancer actually really works.
Yeah.
Because the main attack they have is just fire magic, fire damage. Alright, cool. Save point.
Which, I imagine most cases in a library, that would be kind of odd.
Yeah. I guess it's... I don't know, you took some Latin. What's Ignis Fatuus mean?
Well, Ignis means fire.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta keep fighting this guy. Okay.
Let's see. Fatuus? Maybe that means make. Hold on. Fatuus, Latin. Up yours, AI. Anyway. Let's see.
Yes,
So,
mid.
Let's see. So as a noun in word, saying, oracle, prophecy, fate.
Yeah, that kind of tracks.
Fatuus. I'll get my Latin for the first time in...
Right? Alright, use the damn magic hammer.
Oh, okay, so is it Ignis Fatuus?
Yes.
Okay, so it's used as an adjective. Spoken, said, told, foretold, related, predicted. So it's basically foretold flame.
Okay. Oh, okay, that hurt. Let's see. need you to use Magic Hammer. That's not Magic Hammer.
You know, Google, you have AI mode as a separate thing. Maybe keep it out of the fucking search. It's in its corner. Let it... Anyway.
Or is this just because I have nobody on the field who can use... who's using magic points? On, Magic Hammer, just like once. There we go.
Hey, I got it, collapse.
Yeah, basically. Alright, time to burn this guy. Or, good old-fashioned way.
Bonk.
Yeah, that does a lot of damage. Yeah, this is the boss.
Yeah. What does Biblos mean?
Yeah. Foreshadowing. The Master Seal will be wide open. Alright, Magic Hammer. That is a useful one. It halves MP, and there's some bosses that you can, like... Or one in particular, you can put him to sleep and keep bonking with that, and that neuters him entirely.
Oh, look at the wrong damn screen again. Okay. Ah, mid.
Yeah. And he didn't notice the fight happening behind him.
I know people like that. It's kind of like...
Yeah.
He basically buried in a book. Like, what? What happened?
Yeah. I've been that person.
Yeah. I've tried being that person with my headphones very clearly on in the middle of the fucking night. But Jesus Christ. It's like,
yeah, what is it about...
I'm not antisocial, but I like to make it clear when I want people to fuck off.
Yeah. What is it about somebody reading a book with their headphones on that makes other people say, hey, I want to talk to them? It's like, is there no clearer signal of, I do not want to be talked to right now?
One woman randomly asked me if I wanted to be her kid's friend.
Okay, that's weird, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just no.
I feel like the blocking of this scene is made just more difficult by how few tiles there are for people to stand on.
Yeah.
It's just crowded on that side of the room.
Yeah, this reminds me of one bug in Skyrim. So we were having the big diplomatic meeting, right?
Yeah.
And the thing wouldn't trigger because one NPC wouldn't sit the fuck down.
Oh.
So I'm looking at him, and I kind of have to sprint shove him. Which is great, because it feels like this guy is just being childish, just not being cooperative. and the Dragonborn's just like, excuse me, just 1 second. Sit in your chair.
We need to get started. Stop being a baby about this.
And of course it's from Ulfric's side.
Right, yeah. So what's happening here is Sid is drinking his sorrows, or drowning his sorrows. Mid is like, okay, we gotta get him back on his feet. Oh. Wait. Bart, you could have used the healing pot first. Cool. Alright.
He just bottoms up the face.
Yeah, basically.
What are you doing?
Alright, let's hit that Chimera again. See if we can't... I forget what's over here. Actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure burning books like this has really aged well.
Well, they're possessed books, but yeah. It's not... Ooh, okay, Earthquake. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, once in a while, Gaia hits with something, like, good. Okay, over here is the... Okay, over here is the desert, and that's what we actually need. That's what I want the, what's it called? Aqua Breath for, because Aqua Breath is non-elemental, but it has a special thing where it does like 8 times as much damage to desert enemies. Let's see. I'll just keep blue maging it up from the moment.
So here's a tricky question. Okay, you've been assigned to do this kind of job system on a tabletop setting. How would you go about it?
I mean, honestly, this system works. Like, I would try to import it the way it is. You couldn't just copy and paste D&D on it. You would have to, like... Yeah, you would have to have discrete abilities that you can take and pick and choose from. And a limit to how many abilities you could take. Alright, let's try this one more time with this Doran Chimera. Alright. I forget what he's weak to is the thing. Jesus, okay.
It occurred to me that grinding is a very, like, computer game creation.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't grind in tabletop.
Yeah, because you'll try everyone's patience.
Okay, I'm going to try Frost Rod smashing. Do more than 1,000. Okay, cool. Ooh, we got Aqua Breath. Get up, Galoof. Alright, we do need to restock. When we get back to town. Alright, you just have to win the fight. Everybody doesn't have to be alive. Okay, I probably could have just waited for the, whatever. Alright, first I'm going to restock. The potions are upstairs, I think. No, that's for the queen's sitting. Alright, potions.
Well, I guess 5e does have a class switching mechanic, but not really on the fly.
It's like multi-classing. What mechanic does it have for just like switching your class?
Well, more the multi-classing. Just kind of like, this level I feel like being a barbarian.
Yeah.
But you were a mage!
Well, I'm a really angry one. Get your shit together, Sid. You know, it's unclear to me how old Mid is supposed to be. I would guess, like, late teens? Because I guess he's supposed to be, like, kind of a college student age.
Yeah.
He's mucking around in the library, but some other art for him makes him look much younger.
Well, you know, in anime land.
Yeah.
He could be 12 for all you know.
Yeah, he's like a prodigy kind of thing.
I might have one bizarre episode of Columbo we watched recently. It involved a robot and a child genius in a think tank.
Huh. That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it definitely clashes with the tone of the rest of the series. But my brother-in-law is very, very sure that it's the same robot from Lost in Space.
Probably. That robot made a lot of cameos and shit.
Yeah.
Alright, so we gotta fix up the fire-powered ship, even though the fire crystal has exploded. And that will be our ship for, like, 5 minutes before it sinks.
That's cool, because you rebuild it.
Actually, we don't. It just stays down there. We just find another ship that's the airship.
Oh, I thought it was the same ship.
No, no. At least I don't think so. We'll see in a minute, I'm sure. Alright, what? So Bort he's only, okay, so he still needs to master that. And Geomancer. But that can wait.
Let's see, you said you already rolled the next one, right?
Yeah, you'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Is one word for, oh, damn it. Alright. Right? Alright. Alright, Brainiacs, let's go. Yeah, as I recall... Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, even when you are using this ship, like, the dungeon is still down there with the monsters and everything.
Just ignore that.
Yeah, it's a little weird. You can't get into it, like, while you're traveling around, but it becomes, like, a spot you can get to after it sinks.
We just need to vent for a second. Yeah.
Gloof, so what the hell's going on? Oh yeah, Gloof starts to remember some things. Oh yeah, because Krell is his granddaughter, so it kind of jogs his memory.
Okay, so what's the official spell? Okay.
This is, because this is the most up-to-date translation.
Most up-to-date, we're serious this time translation.
Yeah. Well, serious is relative for Final Fantasy V. It is not the most serious game in the series. Like, there is dramatic stuff, but it is also does not take itself terribly seriously at all times.
Well, let me look up. Let's see. Fire Emblem 7.
Which one's that?
Well, so in the States, well, that's the one with Elliowood. So it's the first one that was officially released in the States. For a while, we all accepted it was Blazing Sword. But
right.
In the more recent translation, it's Blazing Blade.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Galoof's an alien. I'm an alien.
Am I an alien? Probably.
Yeah. Exactly. Honestly, yeah. This is the second game in a row where one of your main character is half alien.
Second game.
In 4,
okay.
Cecil is like half moon person. Dark Warlock, X-Death. That's right. It's the Dawn Warriors.
Yeah, and if you recall from the the Bob and George forums, how Crusader-like they could be about, what's the proper translation.
Yeah, some people get a little, I still remember the Aerith versus Eris feuds.
Yeah. But I will call Duff McWhalen something else when I am dead.
Yeah, I am sticking with the X5 original translations. They have grown on me, and they sound more like actual names.
Yeah.
Now X-Death. Now that is a name. Gloof just needs to nap. All right. Oh, everybody needs to nap. And okay, the bubbles are solid objects. I cannot walk through them. Yo, get your ass up. Slept like a top? that mean? Slept like a top.
Mid, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
I'm not 12. I'm not 12.
Oh, please. Alright, so these guys are going to the library.
Slept like a top.
What is... I don't, like... I don't know what that could mean. Like, what it's supposed to mean, as opposed to what you, me, and the dirtier members of our audience think it means.
You know, I had the plot synopsis of the Doom manual read to me recently, basically saying you're the toughest Marine to ever suck vacuum.
Well, that's one way to put it.
What?
Oh, shit. God damn it. Friggin' auto battle. Okay.
Yeah, that reminds me of one tragic moment during, in one of the Doom mods. I aimed a mini nuke. So you get a mini nuke in one particular mod. And the button that's usually reserved for alternate fire is how you load it.
Huh.
It's not loaded right away. It takes a few seconds. And so I got tired of this one batch of enemies above me. I aimed up, fired into the sky, missed everything.
Bravo. Bravo. Bra effin' vo.
Yep. Well, the first time I used it, I fired at the wall, and I was clicking so much that I automatically just reset the level.
Huh.
That's how strong this thing is. It was fun finishing off the final boss with it. It felt very Independence Day.
Okay, so that's that. So most of the map is open to us, but it's kind of like no real good point in... Oh, I forgot to check their set her stuff. But yeah, we really only have a couple places we could go or should go. Although there is one more. There is some more blue magic we can get.
Do we find the purple Chocobo yet?
No, that's kind of where we're going.
Okay. Right, and then we need to upgrade the airship in order to...
Right, we got to get the airship and then upgrade the airship. Okay, so that's something we can't get till the merged world. Alright, this encounter rate is a little much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing we're missing is, like, real sustainable healing.
Yeah.
Eventually we'll get Drain, which will help. I think the only other thing we can get to is... Alright, I might turn off encounters while we're on the boat, because this is taking forever. I forget what Whirlpool actually does. It might be one of those ones that's like, okay, knock him down to like 3 hit points.
Yeah.
Like, it's still affecting him, clearly. Yeah, that might be what it does.
Yep.
Okay, so the island...
I thought it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Because,
so this island is where we're supposed to go.
Well, I guess it didn't help Sildra.
Yeah. There's one other thing I can check that looks like we can sort of get through, and that's the jackhole area. I don't know what's over there that we can really get to. Let me just save quick in case we're not leveled enough for this. Yeah, there's this cave here. Which... Oh yeah, this is where the Skull Eater is.
Of course.
And also, eventually, Odin. What the heck?
The skulls disappear.
Yeah, there's a bunch of switches, and you have to, like, find when it's the right one. Oh, did I? Oh, I did not turn the encounters back on. Okay, let's see. Yeah, these guys. We're a low level, but...
I'm sorry, Nutkin.
Yeah. Ooh, shurikens? Which we can sell.
Maybe that's not the weirdest name I've seen. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles definitely is probably the grand champion of bizarre-ass names.
Yeah.
Like Invincible Rodriguez or something like that.
Territorial Rot Bart.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Let's see if this might... Cool.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, it's... He's got, like, 10 hit points. But he's got, like, extremely high defense and evasion.
I'm reminded of the Iron Golem from Aria of Sorrow. It's basically one hit... You can only ever knock off one hit point from any attack you think of, except for one thing. Basically, this ability that switches the amount of MP and HP that a creature has.
Ooh, Blitz Whip. You can't
And
use any whips, though.
And it has 0 MP.
Okay.
So they made that guy an absolute pain in the ass in Dawn of Sorrow, though.
Huh.
No such trick.
Hmm.
The best thing you can really do in that game is there's basically this teddy bear known as the Terror Bear.
Okay.
And what it does is you swing it and it sprinkles a bunch of its filling out, and that has little specks of like 1 HP damage.
Okay, that's hilarious.
And it's the only thing that really works on the Iron Golem, and is an absolute pain in the ass.
Still sounds hilarious,
100%
though.
that game was so painful.
Alright, so we will be back to this cave in the merged world to find Odin. I think that's all we can get here.
That's how you tell we're playing the opposite of Squirrel with a gun.
Yeah, basically. Alright guys, come on. Squirrels, why do you keep throwing yourselves in front of my swords?
Why do you rush to your deaths?
Right? So, okay. It's disorienting that the door is down. Let's see, is anything down here?
I sincerely doubt anyone from Iowa really wants to speak to me.
You never know. Got friends all over the place.
Yeah, but not in Iowa.
What is this? Oh, Jackhole. Okay. Ancient Ronkins. Something underneath Crescent Island.
Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge.
Yeah, basically. Let's see, any... No items in chests here, huh? Okay. Just a little tiny town right out of the way. Anything worth buying here, or... Let's see. Potions. No. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, sure. This game gets weird.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty
Yeah.
mild as far as just extra stuff to do.
Yeah, just Bart's doing a little dance. And playing the piano.
Well, that's one thing I feel Tales of Vesperia did pretty well. You get a sense that outside of this adventure, everyone would move on to other things.
Yeah, people have other lives past what the adventure is.
Yeah. I mean, the protagonist is a bit of a misanthrope. Who was more or less a bum who gets in trouble a lot. But he kind of the guild that the party starts, he begins to take that a bit more seriously.
The story falls. Okay. I think that's where we're going.
Like one side quest that...
Alright, history is like up here, which we could get to. We'll get to it later. That's like the way in that top corner, which is where Rama is. Alright, let's see. Any...
Like there's one very missable side little quest where someone in the party just wants to chase around this one cat.
Huh.
It's again completely missable. It's basically because I hadn't been that particular city since the beginning.
Okay, the coral swords, I think I have a lightning element. Yeah, why not? Grab a couple of these.
Yeah, I recommend Vesperia, with the kind of with a little asterisk of you may or may not like the combat.
What is the combat like?
So the short version is it's an action RPG system. The long version is this kind of weird sort of fighting game system. And basically you're stuck on this 2D plane of movement unless you press a specific button to free run around this 3D field. Again, it is odd. From what I understand, it's typical of the series, but kind of odd outside of it. Like, it turned me off of Tales of the one that was on the GameCube.
How do I get over there?
Tales of Symphonia. I got that on Steam, but I really didn't dig the combat, and the story was very all over the place.
Yeah, some games are like that.
Yeah. Which is a shame, because it's kind of a graphical comfort zone.
Oh, wrong door. Alright, let's go sink our ship.
What? Nothing? It was for the insurance.
Yeah, right. Oh, dang it. Back attacks. Ugh!
You think this fantasy world, doesn't have insurance fraud?
Huh. I don't know. It's not Ankh-Mor Pork.
Well, you could commit bank fraud in Daggerfall.
That's amazing.
Yeah, basically take a loan and then never pay it.
I'm sure that's bank fraud as much as just not paying your shit. Oh, that's right. These guys are weak to electric. There are a couple... birds. Really weak birds, apparently. But with evasion.
Must be swooping season.
Huh.
I love that that's a thing.
Right?
Yeah, it's just, during this particular period of time in a first world nation, the birds will just decide, fuck you.
Yeah, the birds will just attack. because fuck you, that's why. Okay, there's a couple... Oops. Okay, this island above the thing. The island above Crescent Island has some black flames that do have a blue magic spell. There's also... One of the islands here has prototypes, which are like... basically a palette swap of the Omega weapon. That we're not going to mess with just yet. Oh, okay. Weak to... They absorb wind, I guess. But they have a blue magic that we're going to get as a matter of course here in a minute. Oh, okay. Alright, kill them all. Cool. Got Dark Spark. Halves the level, which I forget how it works, the rounding. But that can make things like susceptible to... Oops.
What's it absorbing?
The coral swords are lightning elemental.
Ah, okay.
I think Goblin Punch bypassed that. Cool. What was I talking about?
Level having?
Oh, yeah. So, Dark Spark, it lowers the target's level, and depending on how it rounds, it could make things susceptible to level 5 death.
Okay.
In the meantime...
So, yeah, I guess if it's, like, level, 31 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 29, depending on...
Yeah,
actually, that one's more.
This game does a lot with your levels. Like, there's a bard song that raises your level as you go. Like, it raises your level as the bard keeps singing it. And that's, like, a way to make yourself really crazy powerful. Oh, no, not my ship. Had it for a grand total of about 15 minutes.
Oh, payments on this.
Right? Well, guess we're stuck here. We're just going to settle down here.
Yep, while the environment basically implodes.
Yeah.
Where's Barrett when you need him?
Right? Alright. Let's see.
Oh, right, that guy was being a dick.
Who was?
Haha, your ship's wrecked.
Oh, pfft. Yeah, I missed that. Oh, the minstrel's house. Alright.
Don't mind me. Just gonna barge in,
Right.
play on your piano.
I just need to play your piano.
Because that's what villains will randomly do in the middle of a movie.
Yay, we got a song. We'll see you later. Actually, no, I think Bard is a fire crystal job, which we don't have yet because it's one of the ones that lands on the bird.
Okay. But we won't. We're not using it though.
Right, we do not have Bard. No song for us. Let's see. Okay, we got all the spells we need. Yes, our lives are without song. R.I.P.
Yep.
Black Chocobo in the forest. I do like how, the game may not put a marker up for you, go here. But if you do talk to people and they will say, oh, look around here.
Yeah.
Or, oh, I heard a rumor, and that always means go here.
Well, it does help that there aren't that many NPCs.
Yeah. It's not like Xenoblade, there's tons.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Trying to sort out that map on a CRT TV.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
God.
couldn't figure shit out.
Yeah. Well, it's just tedious. But like playing through Dragon Quest 1, it's very original Zelda-like, where it's like, here's the map, off you go.
Yeah, which game?
Dragon Quest 1.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it might be before the first Zelda.
Yeah, and you get little hints, and to a point, I was able to puzzle out most of the game.
So now we can fly. One of my favorite renditions of the Choco theme.
Yes.
The Mambo Chocobo. Bartz, I thought you were afraid of heights. I think it's choking. So, smack him in the back of the skull. It's a hell of an explosion. We're on the other side of the planet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so these are the Bard and the Ranger. So if we had rolled those...
It would have been a while.
Yeah. I wonder why they decided to do that.
Spread out the new jobs into later, I guess. Because it is a little while.
And he can go over at least small mountains, but only land in forests. So we can do a little...
The Chocobo breeding.
Oh god, don't get me started. I forget if we can get to Bart's hometown with this guy, but let's see.
I know you're able to do that relatively early.
You need something that flies.
And it is a big forest, so...
Oh, that's the wind shrine. Yeah, here we go. Yep. To the town of Licks.
I swear it was called differently. This is always one of my favorite. This is always one of my favorite town themes.
Yeah. Okay. Bort's hometown.
Bort, back to your hometown.
Right?
In case you forgot.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
okay,
I rescued
yeah, it's like, sure, whatever. Alright, let's see. Is there
I
any
didn't make
spells
plans.
here?
Plans kind of found me.
Yeah. Oh, Suna. Just the one spell? Huh.
I mean, it's a useful one.
It is, but it's not much of a shop, is it?
I have been kind of half tempted to still play the original Final Fantasy VII. For old time's sake.
Some bard moved in my old place. Some bard. Yeah, so now Bart's tragic backstory.
Yeah, that kind of looks like a cassette player.
A little bit. I mean, it's a music box, but yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, see, in the original SNES version,
right,
they got like the regular kid sprite with the green hair.
Right.
And I think the mother sprite too was like just the generic female sprite.
Yeah. Right, his father's from that planet too, right?
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Bart's also half an alien.
Yep.
Sort of like Gohan, I guess.
Yep. Same kind of spiky hair.
Yeah, I guess Dorgan was some kind of adventurer after. It's not clear. Like he says, he stuck around to watch over the seal, but it sounds like he's just like generally adventuring too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a D&D character who's already level 20, so he's just going around.
Now, are Bart and Lenna an item?
Not in this game at least. Like there isn't like any real like love interest or romance thing. There's no hinting that like they're any closer than others, and honestly, he shows more attraction toward Ferris.
Fair enough.
Ooh, discounts. Ooh, ethers. It's good to have. Okay, tents. I feel like, yeah, tents. Big discount. I think. All right, so we're coming here when we need shit. Oh. Let's see, any other items? Armor we can use. Kunai. Okay, I think that's just a ninja thing, because we can all use knives, but not that one, I guess. Green beret, okay. Alright, so nothing here new to buy, so we will move on.
Fascinating combo. Ninja suit and green beret.
Yeah, it is a combo.
It sounds very G.I. Joe.
Oh, you were getting more of Port's backstory. Right. Why he's afraid of heights. Yeah, even with the blue shirt. He's been wearing the same colors his whole life, this kid. Oh yeah, he plays hide and seek, and it's like he hid too good. Hide and seek champion, Bart's.
Yep.
Bort. Oh jeez. think there's another scene. And we got a Simpsons reference. Cool.
Nice.
I think there's one more scene if you sleep in the inn. That's not the inn. I should look at the map. Because I think you actually sleep in the inn for free here. Because they let somebody else take your house. Yes, I know that some people will just rush through the 4-job Fiesta. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Ferris... Like, if they intended Lenna as a love interest, Lenna would be the one coming out to see this.
Yeah, because I didn't recall much of that.
Yeah, it's really not a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like they're the ones bonding over this stuff, and
I guess he was, head over heels for when he realized.
Yeah, like I mean, they both kind of like both him and Galoof are like, oh yeah, she's hot, even before they realized she was a she.
Because Vesperia also has a pink-haired princess, and there's some joking about it early on, but it really doesn't come of anything between her and the protagonist. In fact, there's a lot more chemistry between her and the mage woman.
Yeah. All right, we can head to Istory Falls history later once we get the airship, but for now, get back to the library.
But even between the princess and the mage, like, even it's very hinted at, but people have different interpretations.
Yeah. There is a sequel to this, of sorts. It's an anime that's like 4 episodes long that's really ridiculous and kind of dumb. That takes place, I'm not sure how long after, but long enough that, like, it seems like everyone's been dead for a while. There is a Princess Lenna that is a character, but it's clearly not this one. It's like the newer princess. And it involves something called... Now, the translation, it was like a mid-90s anime translation. So the villain is called Death Gyunis, who stole Sid's brain to power some kind of, like, world-conquering thing. It actually has...
It already were off the rails.
Yeah. And it kind of has... It has a not too dissimilar a plot to, like, the after years for Final Fantasy IV. It's weird. It's kind of silly. At one point, it's not Lenna, but, like, the girl going around with the main character kind of absorbs the wind crystal, and she can fire beams of energy out of her butt.
Specifically out of her butt.
Like, her cheeks start glowing and blast things.
You're not joking at all.
I am not.
Oh, God.
It's weird.
That's... Well, it's not something I would expect from Final Fantasy. I'll put it that way. Maybe from Beavis and Butthead. Futurama.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta head to the desert.
Is Final Fantasy VII on Steam?
It should be. I think it's also on Switch. It's on damn near everything. I still have the CDs. I mean, I still have the discs here. If you want to grab them next time you're over.
Yeah. Oh, how kind of them. Right, okay, so it's just plain old Final Fantasy VII. Yep, so there's a habit in the industry to give a sequel somewhere down the line to the same damn name.
Yeah.
Like Doom. The reason why we call it Doom 2016.
Right.
And I'm really glad they didn't call Doom Eternal Doom 2.
Yeah, they could have. Oh, who blinded me?
So considering it was 2020, they probably could have done something stupid with that.
Stop blinding Bort. Boy needs to see. Alright, let's see here. We got the shifting sand desert.
Just looking at the screenshots, oh, the memories.
Yeah, see, it's, yeah, this is going to do, yeah, that much damage. Yeah, it's some crazy multiplier, like the Aqua Breath does like 8 times damage to anything in the desert.
Half the screenshots have to do with the golden saucer.
Huh.
For some reason. Like, this isn't even the bike chase scene from in
the... Okay.
We had the high score and everything. Same with the snowboarding.
I mean, if you wanted to showcase all the mini games, that would be the easiest place to grab screenshots.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you jerks. Okay, it doesn't do that much damage, but it does sap. Okay, that was half its MP, and that was 5,000 hit MP.
Yeah,
Maybe this thing's not bad. Forget what this guy's weak to. If he's weak to anything in particular.
Oh, is this the boss?
I think we just gotta... Yeah. I think we just gotta slap him around.
So yeah, from where I'm at, I can't really hear the music, so...
Oh.
But I did remember the theme of the one town, so... Holy shit.
Yeah, I told you.
The spice must flow.
Yeah. Yeah, Aqua Breath, yeah, that'll F you up. If you're a desert creature.
I specifically sought this spell out to kick your ass.
Huh. Alright. Alright, you guys, ride the Chocobo back home.
Here are the keys.
Yeah, here's the keys to my bird. I think this way, and...
T-bird? Yeah.
Uh-oh. Alright. I don't think we need... Aqua Breath here, because, yeah, these guys are easy enough. Yeah, see how you like it. Oh, okay, that's a one-hit kill. Cool. Yeah, that pyramid will be later. For now, we're just... Yeah. Pyramid is a third world thing. Or merged world, I should say.
Your choice of words!
Yeah, I meant like the third world you go to.
I know what you
what
meant.
I mean.
I know what you meant. It's like... Jesus.
Oh, I did not realize Bart's was dead. Cool. I keep kind of forgetting that I don't really, like, have healing.
There is something hilarious about someone being, knocked out. Come out of the fight, come back into a fight, still knocked out, and he's just, like, laying right there. Like, alright, we gotta toss him, we gotta put him aside for a second.
Yeah. Some of your health back, man. Oh, she's poisoned. Damn it. Alright. Let's see. I got antidotes. Alright, through the desert. Going through the desert on a chocobo with no name. Uh-oh.
On the one hand, Final Fantasy VII is good for nostalgia. On the other hand, chocobo breeding.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I really have the patience to do all that again.
Yeah, I think there's ways to manipulate the RNG.
But dear heavenly God.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is like it is something you can kind of cheese, and I remember on the PlayStation at least abusing certain not glitches but exploits, I guess is the right word. All right, so gotta find King What's-His-Face. He's in here somewhere. Playing more hide-and-seek. Bullshit.
Oh, the Koopos.
The what?
Moogles.
Oh, Moogles, yeah. They're here somewhere. But not here? Where is he?
Well, one kind of sign that I don't have, the patience I used to have as a gamer. And I had plenty of patience.
Yeah, you did. You have probably more patience than me.
The fucking Army Men games. Just
oh god, yeah.
But probably the first sign that my patience was slipping was when I played through the Zelda Oracle games again. I could not be patient getting the last heart piece from the damn tree minigame.
Oh. Yes, here's King Tycoon.
Who's
trapped us.
Which is all random.
Oh, yeah, randomness sucks. It just sucks.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I don't. I have enough health, and it's not going to give me, a bad ending for not, collecting it.
Yes, Ferris has kind of admitted it. So they're having a moment. While everybody else is unconscious.
Where's Galoof? Who cares?
Don't check on Bart's or anything. Might be mildly concussed. Just ditch him. He can take care of himself.
Look here, you little shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an awfully quick decision. He's not wrong.
But why couldn't you do that in literally the rest of the game?
Right? Alright, we're in the... It's a random teleporter onto this town.
You should play Elden Ring. You have, like, teleporters just kind of sitting there, sending you to places that have no rhyme or reason to where you just work.
Huh.
You get kind of like a final dungeon preview.
Huh. Yeah, isn't
in
there
a
one
place-
that like kind of drops you in the middle of like the worst part of a worst dungeon?
Oh yeah, that. So that's a trap chest.
Right.
So there are no mimics, at least in the main game. I haven't played the DLC yet. And one of them basically puts you in the middle of a mine, and those little dungeons you can't just fast travel out. You need to be outside the dungeon. And so I'm under-leveled, and I finally find the exit. I go outside, and it's basically like blood-red skies. Red blasted, plague-filled, environment. Like, some mountains are literally just giant skulls. And all kinds of, like, fungus, here and there. And I'm like, I can fast travel now. This is another day's problem.
Yeah. Alright, I'm in a catapult now. Oh, there are chests here. I don't think this is a dungeon per se. Let me check. Okay, encounters are on.
But it was kind of just like a cool moment of just like, oh shit, this is waiting for me. And I appreciate that, there's no big cutscene for it. It just kind of lets you respond how you're going to respond.
Oh, check the planters in the center room. Yeah, there's a little puzzle here to get this shit. Notepad in the room on the right.
Wait, is this King Tycoon?
No, it's not him specifically. Oh, it's a frog. Not him specifically. I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we gotta pull the switch. Then we get Shuriken and Mini, which I don't think is a spell you can use with Spellblade. But okay, we're already healed up, so we do not need to rest. We just proceed onward. All right. We are now directly under the Chocobo Forest.
It's never a good sign when you find a save point.
Yeah, although this is not... this is like almost like a home base. Yeah, it's the fire-powered ship.
Okay.
Fancy meeting you guys here. I like that Sid is just like exploring in the background. The ADHD is strong with these two.
Well, it's funny how a lot of classic scientists really either diagnosed or very much suspected of being either on the spectrum or ADHD or both.
Yeah, there is definitely a lot of common traits at the very least.
Because when you can just hyper focus on something and that focus is very useful.
Yeah, a lot of like lot of scientific discoveries amount to I'm going to look at this thing for an obscene amount of time or number of times until I understand it.
Yeah.
Now we have a flying boat.
So remarked, yeah, autism causes vaccines.
Yeah, I have heard that. Airship. Woo! Oh, now I remember. That's why there was a save point there. Creepin' crawdads.
What? You want to elaborate there, Ford?
Oh, recognize this as just literally a palette swap of the same boss we fought the first time we got a ship.
I mean, you only have so much room on a cartridge, so. Creeping crawdads.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna look that up. What the hell is a crawdad?
Oh, it's a it's in the shrimp, lobster, crab family. Like a crayfish.
Crayfish. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't.
The thing is,
that wasn't hard.
I looked it up as just crayfish.
Yeah. Overground lobster just got served. Cheese biscuits and mashed potatoes.
Wait,
okay.
This is slang? Hold on.
You're falling down a rabbit hole here.
Well, I'm sorry. Someone blurted out "creeping crawdads" at me, and I need to find out what it is.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, so he cannibalizes the fire ship to fix the
Oh, it's just
airship.
American slang for crayfish.
Yeah.
So you do slang by making a frankly harder word to pronounce.
Crawdad isn't that hard to pronounce.
I mean, alright, fine, mildly so, but like crayfish, I don't know. To be that close, better. Speaking of being on the spectrum, anyway.
All right. So first things first, I am going to fly down here. There's one other town here that you can do stuff with. And then we'll go poke the thing. Yeah, we may not actually get to our 4th job tonight.
I mean, fair enough.
Let's see, anything... Any new items? No, okay. Let's see, ooh! Yeah, these are kind of important. Coral rings in particular. There's this aging and zombification. Absorbs water and negates fire.
I mean, if it's worth it.
It is, but we could afford, like, one of them. The coral ring is important for certain bosses. Alright. Oops.
Huh. I don't think I ever knew about that.
Yeah, that's how you get the toad spell.
He just dropped the spell.
Apparently. Let's see, there's... Alright, did I check this already? No, I did not. Gravity... I don't think you can use any of these as a, whatchamacallit, Spellblade. There is a dude up here. Poke the sheep. Get kicked over to the bard.
Okay, this implies that Shakespeare exists.
Right?
Oh, wait, did we establish that already?
Possibly. I don't know. Treasure hid behind the waterfall. Okay, we can't actually get to the waterfall.
We established that Caesar exists.
Right, yes. Great Caesar's ghost. Did someone say that?
Yeah, it was either Galoof or... Who knows,
maybe
another one.
Maybe Caesar exists on Galoof's planet, but not on this one. Okay. So let's go harass.
It was Earth all along.
Rama is in here somewhere.
Yeah.
We can harass him. That's not him. It occurs to me that if we're going to harass Rama, we should not be wielding the lightning swords.
Yeah.
So yeah, just gonna change that real quick. Come on, you old man, get out here. There he is. Okay, ow, first of all. Oh, cool, and that doesn't work. Let's see if this works.
I imagine just Galoof just growing out fangs and just tackling them. But you could actually... Well...
Okay, so that does work. Having his level.
Yep. Astarion does eventually get an ability. Use as a bonus action to basically suck someone's blood.
Huh. Oh, did that work? Oh, that worked. Shit. So these guys all know each other, apparently.
Yeah. They kicked my ass, so and I'm decided to hang out.
Yeah. We did pick up Shiva, right? I think the dialogue might actually start sooner. If there might actually be dialogue if you use Shiva.
Yeah,
all right, cool. We got the old man.
Yep. Yeah. That's almost like a Gandalf the White scene.
Yeah, a little bit. I wonder if that was like a conscious reference.
Yeah. He's come at the turn of the tide.
Alright, now let's see if we can find that Earth Crystal. Woo! And I think that's... Yeah, I think that's all the places on the first world.
What was Rama? Just... maybe outside of Final Fantasy plays? Myth. Because I feel like of the summons, he is probably the most recognized just from Final Fantasy. Like Odin, yeah, everyone knows. Has a better idea of where he's from now.
Yeah, he's gotten a little more popular.
The element of lightning could come from the Hebrew word ram, meaning thunder.
Okay. All right, let's see.
So I guess kind of like a god, basically a godlike figure.
Well.
Oh, there's also some Hindu influence.
Yeah, I was gonna say, felt like maybe a Hindu name. Seems weird to me that the Earth crystal is the one that makes them makes it float.
Yeah. Maybe just watching over all the Earth or something.
Are we supposed to get that high? Well, there are some herbs. Right, we gotta kill a turtle. Alright, back to the Tycoon Meteor.
Pish posh.
Alright, just real quick. Kill the turtle. This is the one, this is the crystal that it's like the most involved. You have to go like through so much between, like, the others ones were all pretty straightforward, like, okay, here's the next dungeon.
Well, I mean, Zelda can kind of work like that. It's like, the final dungeon, oh, it's all the way in the ass end of nowhere.
Yeah, but Zelda, it's like, throughout the main game, it is usually, like...
More evenly paced.
Better paced, yeah, more evenly paced. Like, okay, new area, find a dungeon. New area, find a dungeon. And that's how it is for, like, the first 3 crystals here, where this is one, it's like, okay, we gotta go to the library, we gotta go to the desert, we gotta go to this town, then we gotta go, like, there's just a lot going on.
Thankfully, it landed right side up.
Yeah. Okay, it says there's a chest. Okay, so I guess it's not in here. Where is it? Is it up here somewhere? Oh. A phoenix down. Cool.
I mean, you're gonna need it.
Yeah, probably. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm all healed up. Alright, let's grab the adamantite. Let's kill this turtle. The adamant toys. Something's mad.
I love how you had, like, 4 dark energy rings, descend upon you. And then a giant turtle.
It's a turtle, yeah.
Not that I'm asking for a nightmare, but I'm not getting a sense of, like, Agent of Darkness here.
Oh. Tell me this thing's a multiple of 5. Cool. I'll be real, I never used that spell before this run.
I guess I guess you were ready for this fight.
Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, they make a surprising amount of enemies weak to instant. Like, there's one of the enemies, one of the bosses in the final dungeon that loses its resistance to instant death effects halfway through the battle. Alright, boys, fix up my airship. We gotta get up in the air. Got shit to do.
Maybe... Is it rounding up or down?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Because if it rounds down...
Well, that one didn't use... That one, the Darkspark whiffed.
Yeah. Because if you could use... So I'm just looking up the final boss. If you can use level halving on it and it rounds down, it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think the final boss is susceptible to it. It's another boss. It's called like Twintania, I think. That once it starts charging up its ultimate attack, you can kill it with instant death effects. More books. Robust defense system. Yeah, this will get us getting in there. Will get us a couple more blue magics. One is missile, which is a gravity attack. It does like, 3/4 of the target's hit points. And one is flamethrower, which is just magic damage or just fire damage. So first things first, I'm gonna save. All right. Let's go.
Yeah, I might have a Contra boss.
Right? Yeah, these are the flamethrowers, so yeah. Guess what they're going to use on us?
Fire.
Yep. Oh. Got to switch back to the Coral Swords. Yeah, Wind Slash is actually really good up here, too. Cool. Alright, time to use some of those 99 potions. Nice thing is, like, you can, like, land and restock between this stuff.
Well, I reminded of, what do you call it? My alchemy run of Morrowind. Which can be very, very broken. And so I was at the end of the last expansion, and I realized, okay, I've been holding on to these potions for freaking ever. There will be nothing more powerful.
Huh.
So I just like in the item menu, just like drank down all these, fortify strength and all that. And I like to think that, he basically finished that fight high off his ass.
Right?
Otherwise, he's like a classic stealth archer.
But you just guzzled a bunch of potions and like, who knows how those things interact?
Yep.
Right.
Why were you on the toilet for 5 hours?
Like, look, man.
You don't know the shit I've seen. I was fighting, the manifestation of a Daedric god. Chances had to be taken.
I was like, look, you don't know what I had to do to win this thing.
I think it was up speed. So after that fight, you're just kind of like in the middle of a busted glacier. I'm like, well, town's that way, and about 5 seconds later, I was there. It's a beautiful game for mechanics abuse.
Huh. these things give me. Alright, now the big cannon comes out. Yeah, I do like games that give you those options. Like, okay, you can buff yourself and approach things differently depending on what you do.
Yeah. Though my favorite little trick... Okay, so there's telekinesis in Morrowind. There's no physics engine, so you're probably wondering why the hell would I do this. So, and there's a potion that gives you telekinesis specifically. And what that lets you do is pick a lock from a distance.
Huh.
And yeah, it's one of my favorite just like little tricks that you can do in that game.
Okay. Was it Istory or Lix that had the rings?
It might have been Lix.
Let me check. You could also sleep for free here. Armor shop. Let's see. So I think we lose access to Lix for a while. Eventually. That's not it.
I really should just...
That's not it. Okay. Oh, was it, I think it was Jackal, maybe.
I really should just knuckle down and play through Breath of Fire. I have, like, 3 different ways of playing through it.
I mean, the coral rings are not necessary, like, right this second. Oh, I forgot to... I was going to rest for free. Bart's benefits from hometown nepotism.
Yep. It's not like anyone else has gods to slay.
Right?
I do love Yahtzee's summary of Japanese RPGs. 4 teenagers using the power of friendship to kill God.
Not inaccurate.
Yeah. And I remember one exchange from a Let's Play he did. It's like, well, how do you know he's God? Well, he has the most HP.
Yeah, I mean, not strictly speaking wrong.
Good.
Alright, let's do this. Let's save and then let's do this.
Pull over, save.
I don't think this boss has any... Oh, I never did actually give them stuff. Okay. Let's see.
I might have one quote, which I'll paraphrase because I don't remember the exact saying. It's like, good sci-fi isn't about having a flying car. Good sci-fi is paying for the speeding ticket you got while flying a flying car.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Good sci-fi. Like, one thing, I was reading the Expanse books, and one thing I really liked is it does feel like a real world, because there's at one point, like, they're working with a guy who he wants to hire them to save his daughter, but he doesn't have money to, like, hire them. So they set up, like, a fucking GoFundMe for him.
GoFundMe, I am a bad enough dude, I just need to pay my bills.
Yeah.
That looks very Geiger-esque.
A little bit. Let's see. Oh, cool. Those are just 2 side launchers. Those are the couple pain-in-the-ass things that are not a problem anymore. Cool. This spell is... I'm glad we got it.
I knew we should have updated the OS to, like, 5.0.
Alright.
That's why updates should be optional. You know, someone casts a level 5 death on your laptop.
Okay. Now it's a race because it does have a very powerful attack.
I did kind of do that when I static shocked my last laptop to death. Couldn't freaking believe I did that.
Alright. Lightning this thing to death. Let's go.
Yeah, speaking of which...
Uh-oh.
So it's overcapacity.
Yeah, which means it's gonna hit. I think it's... Yeah, it keeps, like, charging up until it blasts us. Yeah, here we go. Hopefully this is not a one-hit... Okay. I think we got this. Yeah, it's just gonna go through all this rigmarole.
So level 5 death does kind of remind me of one bit from one Conan story. It takes the very classic approach of describing magic without really explaining how it works. Like someone was basically a nobleman is assassinated via magic spell, and the guy who hired the wizard was like, "Why didn't you do it sooner?" And he basically described this whole interconnected system of like star alignments and weather and all that, where I couldn't do it until everything was lined up. So maybe you can kind of translate level 5 death as that.
Yeah, kind of feels like, oh, like so and so who's had X many heartbeats or something, or I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a similar thing in Final Fantasy Tactics where there's the calculator job.
Yeah,
that is entirely that kind of stuff. We're like, okay, I'll cast Holy on everybody on the field whose current experience number is a multiple of 3.
Yeah, Munchkin
like
has a joke. Munchkin has a joke weapon where it's like a +5 sword against everything except squid.
Huh. But you know what I might do? Because there are sources for where is it? There are sources for coral rings later when they will be useful. So one trick I have kind of heard here is you grab yourself... Wrong thing. You grab yourself a fire ring. Where were the friggin' rings? Was it in this story? Up northwest? Because they're not here.
I don't remember.
Okay, we'll see in a second. Because yeah, we're I think at this point, how long have you got?
I mean, maybe like a few minutes, honestly, because the other stuff I need to prepare before bed. So this might be a good place to stop.
Okay, because what I'm saying is the flame ring. What you do is that turns your fire magic into healing magic.
Oh.
So that might be the best investment right this second.
Ah, here we go.
Yep. Yeah, you're a few seconds behind me.
Oh shit. Wrong damn screen again.
Alright, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Although I think, you know what, last stop, going to Karnak. The fire, where was I? Where are those bastards? Over here? I don't remember where Karnak was. Here we go. Buy a few more rods, just in case, for emergencies. Yeah, because yeah, these are something that also becomes unavailable after a while. And potions. Should probably grab more of those. Just gonna load up on potions. I like having like 10 of something. That feels like the right amount. Kind of feels like if I need more than that, I need to just go back and revise what I'm doing.
Yep.
Alright. So, you're just about ready to get our fourth thing. I'm just gonna chill here for a minute. Alright, so next time we're going to the Rocker Ruins, and yeah, and I made the graphic about our fourth job for nothing, so I'm going to keep you guys in suspense. Till next time, I'll see you Sunday.
Yep.
Alright, good night, everybody.
Good night.